you're searching for yield in this environment of insanely low interest rates, if not just an insane market, then look no further than the bond market equivalent stocks. High yielders have the ability to grow their dividends over time. Take Cramer fave Dominion Resources, long my favorite utility. This is one of the largest gas and electric utilities, some terrific growth opportunities, too. Not only does Dominion have a traditionally vertically integrated electric utility business in Virginia and North Carolina, the company also has a growing natural gas transmission and distribution business in the Marcellus and Utica shale regions. That includes a joint venture to build a $5 billion natural gas pipeline connecting the Marcellus and Utica shales to markets in Virginia and North Carolina. You know I'm a big believer in the pipeline space, given that it's really the only way to transport natural gas over land, and we have so much nat gas in this country, it'd be insane not to take advantage of it. Plus, Dominion also is building a liquefied natural gas export terminal at Cove Point in Virginia, though it won't be up and running until 2017. The company's already bringing out value here, spinning off a master limited partnership, Dominion Midstream Partners, back in October. They still own 68.5% of this MLP. It's rallied 26% since the IPO. So let's check in with Tom Farrell, the chairman and CEO of Dominion Resources, hear more about his company and where it is headed. Mr. Farrell, welcome back to Mad Money.
Good evening, Jim. Good to be with you.
All right, Tom, you have the best, I think, insight into the actual demand in this country because of your region. Is this country getting stronger in the last few months?
I think it is. I think it's beginning to gain momentum. I don't think it's got strong momentum, but it feels like it's beginning to gain momentum again.
All right, now
after 6 years.
Well, the reason I point out is because you have the lowest power cost. So you are also not just a regular industry, but you're also getting a lot of the higher tech industries that need to put their data centers there. Is that still a good growth business for you?
Very strong growth for us. Over half the internet traffic in the United States goes through our service territory in Virginia. They come here because we have a reliable electricity and a very low rates.
All right, you're also acquisitive. I saw you bought this Carolina gas transmission from Scana. Did you see next year just did the giant deal with Hawaiian Electric? Are you going to be trying to expand the footprint even further, or is this about it for now?
What we've been looking about, the only acquisitions we've been looking at, Jim, are to add to our MLP that you mentioned as you started the interview. We created an MLP for the midstream business. This Carolina gas transmission system is a perfect fit for us. It extends our reach south, a little bit further south, and where we're building what we call the Atlantic Coast Pipeline with our partners. So very excited about it. It's a very good company. We're glad to have them part of the Dominion family.
All right, let's talk about the Cove project, Cove Point. I was talking to Sharif Suki last week, who's Cheniere, and we were saying that there really isn't a lot of financing for the places that are, especially with oil coming down, that unless they're already somewhat built out. You're entirely confident that your customer list will be clamoring for your product when you're done?
Our facility is already sold out under 20-year take-or-pay contracts. So we're not worried about the customers. We're not worried about the commodity prices. We've got credit-worthy partners on the other side. Sumitomo in Japan and Gale in India will be taking all of the capacity of Cove Point for 20 years.
So, again, I'm going to emphasize this because some people feel, well, with oil going down, your customers will somehow try to get out of their agreements. They need that power no matter what, right? They need that liquefied natural gas.
They do. They need the gas, and I think you'll see, I think the fact that gas is tracking with oil right now is not going to last very long once people realize they really are different fuels.
Now, you had a vision to sell at what now looks like pretty much the high. Are you surprised yourself that oil has come down this far, or could it fall further, given the fact that since you have the largest natural gas storage, you understand the storage business, there really isn't any place to store what they keep pumping?
No, it's storing in tankers, I guess, now. But you can see prices come still further down, although I think that probably will begin to revert to the norm in the not-too-distant future.
Are you surprised that Wall Street is viewing this as potentially catastrophic, given the fact that Russia and Brazil are in such trouble?
I think they could be in big trouble, those two countries.
And would your area of power be influenced if Russia collapsed or if Brazil collapsed?
Not us, not at all. Our customers for our natural gas export facility, again, remember, we never will own the commodity itself. Right. We're just providing a service. We're going to transport it to our facility, we'll liquefy it, and put it on their tankers. And so we are unaffected by the swings in commodity prices.
I'm seeing a lot of signs around my place which say no nat gas, no fracking, no pipeline. These were places that had pipelines for years. No one seemed to care. Do you think that there is going to be a growing resistance move that at some point that didn't even exist 4 or 5 years ago that will stop the pipeline builds, at least in the Northeast?
The Northeast is a problematic area for lots of reasons, at least for production of power and the delivery of energy to produce the power. There's a lot of geographic reasons for that. There's no gas storage at all in New England because of the geography, so it's all got to come in off pipelines. But FERC has been dealing with pipeline approval process for a very long time. They're very good at it. They understand what it takes and what you have to do. And the companies that have been in the business like we have for over 75 years, we know how to go through the process. So I think they'll move them along. FERC does a pretty good job. I'm
getting waved up, but I got to do this in just shortly. You're still keeping your hand in the movie and history business?
History is important for all of us, Jim.
So when is your about the great battle of the Confederacy and the young people?
You can buy it on DVD or download it today. It's called Field of Lost Shoes.
I'm sorry, the Lost Shoes. I want everyone to watch it.
Field of Lost Shoes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Tom Farrell is a history buff who also happens to be chairman and president of the best utility company in the country, CEO of Dominion Resources. Thank you so much, and stick with Cramer.